G'day and welcome to another episode of This Week in Crypto. My name's Craig Cobb and I am your host. We're going to start off today with a little bit of interesting stuff and move on to a little bit more interesting stuff. And then we're going to finish on the most interesting stuff. So make sure you don't miss it. That's like my advert to start the show off, okay? Giving you the little synopsis of what's going to go on. We're starting here at mickey.com.au and we jumped into the blockchain section of this website. You can see here what I'm interested in is this one, BitMEX. Now, of course, you know that I am a trader. You know that I've got tradercobb.com. That's my education service where I teach you how to trade. So when I look at things like this around trading, it does capture my attention a little bit, but it captures my attention a little bit more like a ho-hum, what are they saying this time sort of position, but not with BitMEX. And I'll tell you why. BitMEX was a platform that I used to use quite a bit. All right. I had trust issues with it. And this is my personal opinions. I'm not trashing BitMEX at all. What I've seen now is I've got better opportunities out there. I was really around the order systems that other providers had. You can see those below and get your account there if you wish to. But don't worry, there are videos there as well to show you how to use it. So it's not just go and open a margin trading account. I'll teach you how to use it, how to manage your risk, the whole kit and caboodle, right? I want to make that very clear. But BitMEX, it just seems to be having a lot of shadowy issues. For a platform that hasn't really changed since I started using it, 18, 20 months ago, I feel as though they're losing a bit of their market share here. As you can see, the headline, BitMEX crypto trading resumes after outage, assures that funds are safe. So there was a major outage, shut down for a few hours. This happens too often, if I'm to be honest. It was one of the things that upset me, and one of the things as a trader who uses margin as often as I can, I just couldn't find myself comfortable to use it any longer. And the reason being is that if they shut down and the market moves through my stop, are they going to hold that level that I put my stop in? You know how fast the markets can move. If it falls 10% during a couple of hour outage, and I've got a stop loss that is 1% of the price of Bitcoin, I'm losing 10 times more, or 9 times more, than my original stake that I was willing to risk. Now, I know they don't have guaranteed stop losses unless they've recently changed that, but like I said, in 20 months of using them, I hadn't seen too many changes. So when I see things like this, it just looks to me like poor old BitMEX might be losing its grip on the market, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You see, with any business, you've got to adapt to survive. And if you don't give the clients what the clients want, well, then where are they going to go? Look at taxis to Uber. You know, what do we want? We want to know where we're going. So we want to know who our drivers are. We want to have them at our door now. And we want to have it traceable. Well, now we've got that in Uber. And Uber's now a multi-billion-dollar business. BitMEX. Well, you better watch out, guys, because there's a lot of other platforms coming through. Sharpen up, be better, and let's add to the competition there, please, guys. Because if you can be better than the current providers, great. We end up with an apex of really, really great providers of crypto trading. So, be interesting to see what continues to go on from this point with BitMEX. Second to that, I wanted to discuss a couple of things here that I've seen in Cointelegraph. The first thing is Bitcoin.com. All right, third CEO, lagging morale. Now, it's never a good thing if you see a company go through so many staff, especially the top of the food chain. A CEO is effectively the puppet master, but that's a very poor way of calling a CEO. They're the one who sort of guides the ships and points them in the right direction. 3 CEOs in 3 months. My question to you guys at Bitcoin.com is, who on earth is recruiting these people? What's the problem going on within Bitcoin.com? Now, I know Roger Ver is obviously very passionate, involved with Bitcoin.com. He has stepped back a little bit, of course, but he's still there. He's still working away, doing his thing. Let's see one of the quotes. So Stephen Russ, we left on a very amicable terms and just didn't turn out right fit long term. But we still love and respect Stefan, and we wish him very best in the future. A month. I don't understand. I don't understand. What it says to me is that there's something wrong. Okay? There's something wrong. To have 3 CEOs in 3 months, there's something wrong. Does that relate back to Bitcoin Cash? Look, I got no idea. I got no idea at all. Be interesting to see what comes of this story, and if there is further that comes out about Bitcoin.com and anything else. I don't need to talk about Craig Wright. Not interested there. Realistically, all else we've got is a few bits and pieces about, I think, the Coinbase lawyer is now in the SEC. Obviously, we've got some information here about Richard Albright, who we were saying to get him out of prison, and a few other bits and pieces. One of the main stories here on CoinDesk that I wanted to talk about, and this is the main thing I wanted to talk about today, is about, you've probably seen it, the Satoshi's Bitcoin being moved from address to address. Now, the reason that I want to address this is because I want people to wake up a little bit. I want people to understand what happens every time this is always brought up. Well, prices typically fall, and that's what happened. Now, I'm not suggesting this is the reason for that retracement, but I am going to say to you that it doesn't help, because it's a very fickle market, this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, and it's not got a large market cap, so it doesn't take much to move this puppy. And the herd mentality is very, very strong here, and that's why someone like me, who's a professional trader, loves it, because when it moves, geez, it bloody well moves. So it brings me back to this whole Satoshi's Bitcoins being moved and whatnot. Let's go through a couple of things here, and I'll hit you with the bombshell at the end. So, of course, Whale Alert, one of the Twitter accounts out there, had talked about 40 Bitcoins, so not even a lot, in the scheme of things, being moved. Now, these are mine in the first month of Bitcoin's existence, okay? So that would have been like less than, I think, an hour of mining Bitcoin or something like that. Or maybe it was a day, I can't remember. So here's the thing I'm saying, okay? When it comes down to here, it goes, but the real fear that if it was Satoshi or whoever is behind the account starts selling in large amounts, it could theoretically put downward pressure on the price. Obviously it could. If you're going to saturate the market with a bunch of, a huge amount of supply and the demand's not there, then of course it's going to make the market fall. But this is all speculation. There's no fact in here. And then we move further, okay? No matter who moved the coins, it did cause a mean old nasty spike on the charts, wrote my good mate Matty, founder of Foreign Exchange, yada yada. So yes, it may have moved, and yes, it might have sent a little bit of a shudder through the market. But let's go a little bit further. So apparently, rather than 1 million, he's got 700,000. Who cares? Whatever. The movement from an old inactive Bitcoins is notable since such events rarely happen. Okay, that's a factual statement. There's not much else in this entire story that is. And I'm not suggesting that the story itself has the issues. It's the lack of any credibility of anything else within the story. In fact, 50 coins at the focus of Wednesday's speculation from data block 3654 versus more than 631,000 now, were the first inactive coins mined in early 2009 to move since August 2017. Okay. Now, that's fine. But here's the thing, right? The Bitcoin market sold off more than 7% almost instantly as Whale Alert's tweet quickly went viral according to Bitstamp market data. As the rumor spread, something like $40 million worth of Bitcoin futures contracts were liquidated on BitMEX. Okay, this occurrence highlights the importance of address watching. Why? I don't understand it. And look, I'm not taking anything away from this Jose, not at all. Obviously, Jose has a style of trading that's different to mine. But just because something moves, is that a reliable way to trade long term? Maybe short term it's working. But as we get more money coming in, will it be a long-term viable opportunity for people? Now, here's a little kicker. But there are strong indications the coins might not actually belong to Satoshi after all. So after all of this, round and round and round and round, selling, freak, Craig Wright, haha, all of this, they go, oh, hang on a second. It might not be true. So I could go on. Okay? I could go on. But I won't. Because the moral to the story is this. If you're getting your information about trading from Twitter, stop. If you're getting your information from these sources that are not provided, you don't even know who they are. Don't. Because more times than not, we see it end as a flat pancake on the floor. There's nothing to it. And if you're using this information to make decisions, you're selling yourself short. Okay? So again, another week was speculation about Satoshi's Bitcoins being moved. And another week where that is confirmed to be incorrect. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. I hope you're going through this period well. If you need anything, get in contact. Call your friends. Support each other. Mental health is going through some real changes right now for a lot of people. It's okay to not be okay. And make sure you're there for each other. Please, look after yourself and your mates. Take care. Speak to you again soon. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.